What you guys, got another video here for you on how to upgrade or install Windows 11 24H2 on unsupported hardware. Now we all know that Windows 10 end of life is going to be coming on October 2025, and that means Windows 10 will not receive any more security updates from Microsoft. And this means no more security updates, no more support, no more feature updates for this operating system. And that's going to leave millions of people with a computer that doesn't support Windows 11, which means that computer is ready for landfill unless they're willing to install Linux on it or another type of operating system. But they won't be able to put Windows 11 on it because Microsoft have made their stringent restrictions for old hardware for Windows 11. They do not allow you to install Windows 11 on anything older than an 8th generation Intel processor or an AMD Ryzen 2000 series and above processors will support Windows 11. So if you've got anything older than that, then unfortunately it won't officially support Windows 11 unless you use something like this method, which I haven't seen no one talking about on YouTube. But basically it's a flyby script to bypass Windows 11 hardware restrictions and install Windows 11 on unsupported devices. And it's a really useful little tool to be able to quickly upgrade from Windows 10 to Windows 11 on your system and keep all your data and programs and settings and things like that. So that's what we're going to be talking about and looking at today, and I'll show you how to use it. It's very simple and easy to do. And again, there's quite a few ways of going about doing this particular process, but I found this to be probably the easiest way of actually doing it. So let's go ahead and download this into the PC here, and then we're going to extract all of these files. So let's go ahead and go to the download section, and I'm just going to right click and extract all, and this will extract all of the contents into its own folder, as you can see here. Now sometimes Windows Defender may flag programs like these because of the nature of them. They haven't got certificates or certifications on them, and you have to basically click the Run Anyway button right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right here. You might see user account control with a yellow banner on it. That's okay because the publisher is unknown, and we're just going to say yes, continue, and it's going to open up this simple application right here. So what we can do here is we're going to go ahead and take a look. So the native recommended is if you want to install this natively on a supported PC. You've also got method 1, which is an in-place upgrade via server setup. And then you've got scripts method 2, in-place upgrade via registry, which is the Rufus method, which is not recommended by Microsoft. The dependencies, which is Fido PS, which is to allow you to download the Windows 11 ISO, and it will come off of Microsoft servers as well. And you've also got a Windows 11 installation assistant option right there as well. So we're going to be interested in method 1 and also the Fido method here for downloading the ISO. That's what we're going to be doing here. So what this is going to do is it's going to be using the dependencies Fido script to download the ISO for us to this computer, and then we're going to be using the method 1 in-place upgrade via the server setup, and you'll see this all in action in this video. So first off, what we're going to be doing here is using the script to get the ISO. Now, you can get your ISO any way you want to get it, but this does pull it from the Microsoft servers, so I'm not too concerned about that. But if you want to get your own ISO in your own method from Microsoft's website, you can do. So let's go ahead and we're going to check mark the Fido PS. And what we'll need to do here is we will need to patch the system, and then it will download it. So let's go ahead and set this up. So check mark Fido, and then we're going to hit patch. And what will happen is you'll see it go green, and it will start opening up a little box here. And we're going to select version Windows 11, click continue. And now the release version is 24H2. And it's going to be edition Windows 11 Home, Pro and Education. Push continue. And you can see the text down below what it's actually doing. Choose your language here. So I'm going to be doing English International, but if you have another language that you like to use, then select it right there and then push continue. And then from here, what we're going to do next is choose our architecture. x64 is fine. And it's going to ask to open up your browser, and it's going to start downloading that ISO file for us. And it's coming straight down from Microsoft servers. So now we've got this downloaded, we will be able to use this file to then mount it and run it with the setting, which is going to be method 1 in place upgrade via server setup. So let's go ahead and select that, and we will go ahead with the installation process now, or in place upgrade on this Windows 10. So check mark this and you'll suddenly see, please select your ISO file. So now we need to navigate to the ISO file where it downloaded, and we're now clicking OK here. And what will happen is it will start to mount the ISO, and you'll see a black prompt screen coming up. Don't worry, that's pretty normal because it's using the Windows server setup. So we don't have to do any of this stuff. It's going to do it all for us, but you will see install Windows Server. Do not panic. That's the bypass method. It is going to install Windows 11. It just says Windows Server Setup in the top left-hand side on the box. It's going to go ahead and check the PC. And once it's done that, you're going to have to accept their terms and then go ahead and then basically choose what to keep. So we're going to keep our file settings and apps, and we're going to click next. It's going to make sure you're ready to install and get some updates for us. And then once it's done that, it's going to check for enough space on the PC, and it will then go ahead and start to prep the system ready for an in-place upgrade. So there you go. It's getting ready to make sure we're ready to install, and there we go. Now, even though this does save your data, it's important to mention that you should always have a backup of all your data just in case something goes wrong during the in-place upgrade from Windows 10 to Windows 11. Don't rely on Microsoft to back up and save your data. That's your job. So always make sure that you've got your data backed up before you continue with any big job like this. So once it says ready to install, you can click install, and it's going to say installing Windows Server, but it's not. It's installing Windows 11. So don't worry about that. I'll speed this process up, and once that's done, we can then move on to the finalization of setting up the Windows profile for Windows, and it's going to do some updates. And there we go. I'll speed this process up, and we should now be almost there and at the desktop. And you'll see that we are now got Windows 11 installed on this unsupported hardware, and it's gone through just nicely right here. And if we go into our downloads folder, you'll see we still have the folder that we created here when we extracted it to do this in-place upgrade using this method. It's probably the easiest method I've seen available, and you don't have to do too much. It does it all for you. And I haven't seen no videos on this topic with this method, so I thought I'd make a video showing you it just in case you're in that situation where you want to install Windows 11 on unsupported hardware. This is basically how you can go about doing it. Whether it's recommended to do, that's entirely your choice at the end of the day because it's your computer, but that's how you can do it on an unsupported device. Anyway, with that said, my name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. I'd be happy to read your comments. Quick shout out to my YouTube members. I appreciate the support, and I shall catch you in the very next video, or I'll catch you on the Discord server for a chat. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.